I mentioned I wasn't going to be here today, so I need you to work on your oblique cabinet drawings. We've already done shape 1. You need to work on shapes 2, 3, and 5. Remember, oblique cabinet drawings only have half depth. The height is full, the width is full, the depth is half. If you finish those, I need you to start trying other ones. Challenge yourself. See if you can't do one of the other ones. Don't just sit there and do nothing. And if nothing else, you still need to color them. Hooray, color! Now, on to the tutorial. If you want, you can go to my YouTube page and watch this over and over. Okay, so oblique cabinet drawing, shape 2. We're going to start and we're going to draw the front view. The front view is the letter I and the letter L. That's kind of what they look like. We know that the height is 1.5, so that's 6 quarters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the width of this guy, if you look at the front of it, you're looking for measurements that go side to side, and it says that it's 0.5, which would be 2 quarters. So I'm going to go over 2 quarters. This is a rectangle, or so it looks kind of like the letter I. And so here's my first little piece. I'm going to then skip over an amount because there's a buck tooth area, a gap in between. If you look at the measurement, it says that it's 3 quarters. So I'm going to skip over 3 quarters. And then I'm going to draw the shape that kind of looks like an L. Again, it's got the same height, 1.5 inches. And we're going to have to do some little math here in a minute. Over at the top, it's going to be 0.5 because the measurement is there. And now we need to figure out what is the total length of this. Well, we have to look at the back. And if you look at the back, it says that it's 2.25 inches. 2.25 inches is 9 quarters. Okay, if we look at the front, we know that this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 2. So that means that the bottom has to be 9. If this is 7, 9, that means it's going to be an extra 2. So this is going to be 4 total. We can look on the side, and the height over here is 2, and it's going to make this L shape. Okay? All right, so that is my front view. Everything else goes off at 45 degrees to make the depth. When we're doing a cabinet view, the depth is half depth. So we're going to start on the side over here, and we know that it is 1.75. That's 7 quarters. 7 quarters divided by 2 is 3.5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.5. All right, I'm going to try to go all the way around. So I'm going to do the back now. I know it's going to be 9, but I'm in the middle here, so I'm going to have to make sure that I'm counting. So this is a half, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I have my half and my half. That makes 9. So there's 9. Now I come back and I know that this is going to be coming back this direction. That measurement is 75, which is 3 quarters, but it's depth, so I'm going to divide it in half. So 3 divided in half is 1.5. And so there we go. All right, so I'm going to come back up to the front because I don't want to mess with this right now. I'm going to come back up to the front over here. We have this little measurement here, which says it is 0.75. That's going to be 1.5 again. If it's 1.5 on this side, over here, it's going to be 1.5. And then I need to close it out because it makes a rectangle, kind of. All right, so now I'm going to come down at the bottom here. I can't have one over here because it's hidden, but this is also 1.5. And then if I've done it right, then these should match up, and it should be a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 halves make 6. And then I have my measurement that I can't see where it is. I don't know how long it is. I'm just going to draw it until it disappears. Now I have this section over here on the side. if we do some math, we know that this is 1.75 and this is 0.75. That means the rest of this is 1. So we're depth, we're going to go half depth, so that's only going to be 2 because 1 is 4/4. So we're going to be 2, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I should be able to draw this piece. Should all line up. Again, my height here is 1.5. That means my height at the back here is going to be 1.5, which means it's going to be 6/4. I can't really tell where it is, so I have to actually measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, because there's a half up here. That's a total of 6. And if I've done it right, then this measurement should be the same as this one. Should be 1, 2, 3.5. Oh, look, there it is. Done. Shape 2. To do the diagonals, you're going to do them last. Do all the straight lines first because you can find out where they are because of the graph paper. And once you have all the straight lines up and down, left and right, side to side, the diagonal lines, you're just going to connect the dots. They're not going to line up real well. Just connect the dots and everything should work out. It should look really good. Also, when you're coloring them, you mix and match the colors. If it's blue on top and red in the front, the slants would be purple. Take your time, focus. You should be able to get them done in about 10 minutes each. And that gives you some extra time so that you can color them. Or if you're really good at this stuff, try some new ones. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday and I'll check them then. Bye.